the alpha and omega. What you saying?
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Berg here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Here are the five for the Raptors. Ingram is out there with Scotty Barnes. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then there's Emmanuel Quickley. And it's Pirtle in at the five down low. And for Golden State, we've got Kuminga. Stephen Curry's out there with Buddy Hield. Then there's Draymond Green, and it's Butler in at the three spot. And we know, Greg, most of the talk coming into this game focused on the front court matchup. A lot of talent in the low post here.
And, you know, a lot of times that means it'll come down to the rebounding battle. Whoever controls the boards will have a big leg up in the physical and mental aspect of this game.
Quickly against Curry. Quickly kicks to Barnes. Barrett against Hield. They get it back. Here's Pirtle. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
This team loves it when Pirtle can make an impact on the offensive glass. There's a lot of ways he can get his points, but this is an easy one.
Now here's Curry. Kuminga dishes to Curry. Passes it to Green. Outside Curry. 5 to shoot. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
I think perhaps the most underrated part of Steph Curry's game is his physical and mental toughness. It does not matter the contact. This guy won't be denied.
Poked away. Inside. Here's Pirtle. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Boy, getting his points the hard way. Jakob has to absorb contact and able to use his strength there.
And you know, Greg, they call him IQ. Instant offense is Emmanuel Quickley.
Yeah, and he puts points on the board quickly. No pun intended. A volume three-point shooter and has a deadly little floater in the lane.
Here's Barnes. Following the basket by Stephen Curry. From 13, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Well, you love the commitment from Scotty Barnes. Made his decision, makes the contact, and the and one.
The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes. But you know what, Greg? Still working to take that next step. What do you think is his key?
Kevin, that's an easy one. It's going to be perimeter shooting. You know, we get spoiled with all the other things he can do, and he's had a tremendous start to his NBA career. But I think to become that superstar, the jump shot has to become a weapon.
Well, sometimes the best strategy is get Jimmy the basketball and let the butler do the work.
Curry against Quickley from the arc. Curry can't get it to go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, their pass it to Curry. Lets the three fly, and he's good on the three ball. Curry's got 8.
Ideally, you want to chase Stephen Curry off the three-point line, but folks, it is not as easy as you might think.
And the dunk by Barnes.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Curry against Quickley. Left side Curry. And Kuminga throws it down.
Well, the gravity of Stephen Curry allows for him to find open teammates, and boy, does he relish the chance.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Now, here's Barrett. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Butler. stolen by Quickly. It's stolen by Kuminga. Curry passes to Green, and stolen by Barnes. And there's the pass to Barrett. Overhealed, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
You've got to be able to make contested jump shots in the NBA. R.J. Barrett showing he can do just that.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Tries yet again. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barrett.
Basketball. Substitution on the court.
And here are the Warriors now. Outside Curry. Here's Jackson Davis. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
Boucher up top.
Remaining in the first 2 minutes.
Quickly against Melton. Now here's Ingram. Tight defense on him. Boucher controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
We talk often about Chris Boucher's length. Well, right there you see him use it to track down that offensive rebound.
Here's Curry with the three. Another three for Golden State.
You can't just stop when there's a big setup. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Quickly. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Well, Doris, we know one thing the Raptors had benefited from was consistent leadership.
There's no doubt about that, Kevin. You think about the front office consistency, and success in the NBA generally starts from the top and trickles down. You can absorb a coaching change and still have a culture in place because, again, things start at the top.
Raptors trail by 4. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Good D by Hield.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
There is nothing Steph Curry can't do on the floor. He is a Hall of Famer, and right now the defense has got to find a way to get him off balance.
Here's Quickly, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Drives to the hoop, shoots over Melton, and it's Quickly missing. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. 6-point game. On the wing, Hield. Melton finds Hield. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
It remains Golden State basketball. Substitution on the court.
Here's Melton. Offensive rebound. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
So the Raptors 5 right now. R.J. Barrett is out there with ABC. Then it's Barnes. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Vezenkov in at the 3. Raptors trail by 6. Ray talking about Jakob Poeltl. It doesn't seem like he gets enough credit for his defense.
I don't think he does. I mean, he's an excellent rim protector and rebounder, and a big man who just takes pride in defending.
Well, that's about hustle and having a knack for knowing where the shot's coming off. R.J. Barrett on the glass.
Here's Kuminga. And Barnes sends it back. Ball's knocked loose. And it's the Raptors' ball. Here's ABC. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
Yeah, we know this about Scotty Barnes. He has a team-first mindset, finds the open player in that instance.
Melton feeling it out a bit. To the left wing. Pocket 6. And he drops it in from the low post. Melton's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy Butler made some headlines a while back when he said he wished the NBA would allow more of the scrapping we saw in decades past. So would I. He says that would suit his game. Jimmy said, I want to run into people and see who falls down first, who's going to quit first. That's the style of basketball I like to play. Kevin?
Yep, you're right. And it shows, D.A. It shows. Thank you so much. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Melton. Some changes for Toronto. Abaji's checked in. And quickly in for ABC. Quickly against Curry. Green with the block.
A valuable, dogged defender, Draymond Green doing his thing.
Here's Butler. Makes it off the glass. Butler's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important. This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Warriors leading by 7. Curry looking around from past the arc. And extensive ball movement, Doris, is a beautiful style to watch. But not every good team plays that way. Why not?
I think so much of implementation of style is about the players you have. What are the strengths of your individual players? Does the point guard flourish in a pick-and-roll situation as opposed to ball movement? Does a point guard like Luka Doncic need the ball to be effective? It's all about who your personnel is. Now
here's Curry, following the miss by Scotty Barnes. 6 on the shot clock, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Payton, he's checked in for Heel.
Substitution on the court.
Raptors trail by 7. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. From 11 feet away, and it's quickly missing.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
And Kuminga throws it down.
Now, Jimmy Butler has turned himself into a guy that can pick apart any defense you send in his direction. If he sees an opening, he will send it on time and on target.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And Toronto making a change. Ingram's checked in. Toronto calls timeout. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for Toronto. They trail by 9 points. Here's Quickly. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Stephen Curry. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Warriors.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
You've also got to love the way they've been crashing the offensive glass. Multiple opportunities, not giving up on possessions. Beautiful.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Stephen Curry, guys, is going to be remembered as the greatest shooter in the history of the sport. But we should not sleep on the amount of winning this guy has done as well.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Pass to Nora. Over Kuminga, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Well, from long range or from point-blank range, Steph Curry is a marksman.
And this is his third trip to the line tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Now here's Ingram. Nothing on the board. Count that one.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
1:15 left in the first half of the game. Outside, Green. Bangs home the trifecta. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Boy, big time when Green is hitting from deep, and definitely has the confidence to take it.
Here's Ingram, and there are the Raptors with another bucket.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
Warriors leading by 7. Outside, Green. Boucher with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
ABC's checked in for quickly. The Raptors have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. It's Ingram on the wing. The 15-footer. Bank shot. No good.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
Well, no doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Now here's Melton from outside the arc, and another three for Golden State.
Anthony Melton.
Dick in the corner. Over Butler. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Golden State Warriors going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steve.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 16 points, 2 steals, and 1 assist. And last game, he could never really get going. Maybe that lit a fire under him tonight. Hey, big fella, what? And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter is just about to get started.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Curry has been sensational.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but, boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Got Heels. Draymond Green is out there with Kuminga. Then there's Payton, and it's Curry in at the 5.
This guy has made giant strides in his playmaking. Nice setup by Buddy Hield right there.
Here's Quickly. No good from outside. Warriors leading by 12. Outside Curry. There's the dish to Hield. Quickly against Curry. And Barnes sends it back.
Send it back, Scotty Barnes. Show off that defensive acumen.
Ingram against Curry. The 10-footer. And he hits the jump shot.
Brandon Ingram.
Ingram's got 6 points.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Curry showing toughness inside.
Well, don't underestimate Curry because of his size. This guy does a great job absorbing contact and still finishing.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The Golden State Warriors have made the transformation from a league doormat to an all-time champion since the turn of the century. Now, some sources say that the Warriors are the most valuable franchise in the NBA, and right there amongst the most valuable in the world. New ownership, a new arena, they've made a difference to be sure, but make no mistake, Stephen Curry has been the linchpin. Guys?
Absolutely. No doubt. D.A., thank you. That one is no good. He is 6 for 11 in the game. Ingram left side. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. He's got 8.
And I love it when Ingram works for that high percentage look. Such a high basketball IQ.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Pass to Vezenkov. And the lead is down inside single digits.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Here's Pajemski. Barrett covering. Pajemski's shot is good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Raptors trail by 12. Barnes kicks to Pirtle. Barnes with it. Kuminga on him. Offensive rebound. Golden State's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Outside for Curry. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Just a cold shooting night. Needs to try to make it into the basket.
And the call will go against Jonathan Kuminga. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Dix checked in for Toronto.
Raptors set. Dick.
To the wing on the left. Jacks up a 3. Trains the three-pointer. Vezenkov's got 5 points so far.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Outside Curry.
There's so much to Steph Curry's greatness. He runs the pick and roll to perfection.
And it's Barnes with the ball for Toronto. 11-point game. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
And the Warriors making a change here. Butler's checked in.
Well, of course, Scotty Barnes won the Rookie of the Year in 21-22, guys. And you talk about a well-rounded basketball player who will affect winning with both his offensive ability and his defensive versatility.
And the basket by Curry.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Outside Curry. Butler in the corner. Left side Curry. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Golden State moving the ball around. That's a 2 from Butler. Toronto grabs the miss.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Hey, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. And the Raptors making a change here. Abaji's checked in. Bobbed up there for Green. Boucher with the steal. Fast break Toronto. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
You know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
He hits both from the stripe. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. He kicks it to Green. And Boucher sends it back. Shot clock at 5. Butler passes to Kuminga. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Nora. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. 34 seconds left in the third quarter.
Well, Stephen Curry has always been able to draw contact, but now he's so physically strong that he's able to absorb it better.
He's had 5 chances at the line, gone 4 for 5. So both teams making some changes here. Raptors trail by 8. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. Ingram outside. Over Moody. And it's Ingram missing.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Warriors have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throw.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. It's stolen by Curry. So for Toronto right now, they've got Pirtle. R.J. Barrett is out there with Emmanuel quickly. Then it's Ingram. And it's Vezenkov in at the force. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Healed from outside. They get it again. And Jackson Davis gets it to go. And the Warriors lead by 11.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
Well, you love that there's no let-up in how they're playing. They want to dominate every aspect, including second-chance points. Just it's easy to say, this guy wanted it more, creating the second-chance opportunity and cashing in.
Raptors trail by 9. It's Ingram on the wing. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And we've seen this type of effortless dominance from Ingram before, growing accustomed to carrying the load.
Butler feeling out of it. Melton passes to Butler. Shoots the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Butler's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, the pick-and-roll game of Jimmy Butler gets better every year. He has a better and better understanding of what to take advantage of.
Toronto calls timeout. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. Dominguez come in for the Warriors. Barnes is checked in for the Raptors. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. During the last break, listened in on Darko Rajakovic talking to his team. Now, Coach challenged him. He said, this goes beyond this game. Show me how much heart you have for the season. Fight until the final buzzer. Guys, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Quickly up top, guarded by Curry. They get it back. Pirtle, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And Golden State gets called for the foul.
Well, for a player with Pirtle's size, that type of play he needs to make. Get inside, draw contact, Get to the line, be physical. Love it.
Healed the pass to Kuminga. Outside Butler from deep three-point land. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pirtle's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Lets it go from 11. It's blocked. Here's Curry. Toronto grabs the miss. Here's Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And what an athlete Ingram is. Elevates up in the air with such ease for the dunk.
Quickly against Curry. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Tipped away. Butler with the steal. Pass to Jackson Davis. Now here's Ingram. Here's Barnes. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
This guy's such an intelligent scorer. Scotty Barnes really ready to rise and fire.
Curry against Quickly. Butler pass to Curry. Here's Jackson Davis. Down low. The kick outside to Butler. Just 4 to shoot. Good on the bucket. Butler's got the lead up to 12 now for the Warriors.
Well, you love any possession that ends in the paint, especially if the ball is in the hands of Jimmy Butler.
Here's Ingram. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Timeout called the Warriors. They lead by 10. 1:49 left in the game. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Stephen Curry.
He deserves a lot of credit, but the D they played on him deserves a little bit of the blame as well. Even when he got hot, they didn't do enough, I don't think, to try and cool him off. And they've been passive when they needed to be aggressive. And boy, did he make them pay.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Warriors leading by 10. Kuminga dishes to Heel. Banked in off the glass.
Boy, Heel usually does his work on the perimeter. How about that finish inside?
Butler against Ingram. And he drives in and stolen by Butler. Kuminga kicks to Curry. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Curry's got 27.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Warriors.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Stephen Curry.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Outside Curry. Bobbed up there for Green. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Dick. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
They kick out to Heel. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
We will look back on Buddy Hield's career and marvel at the consistent three-point shooting he provided no matter what team he played for.
And he sinks the second.
Yeah, you'd like to convert them all, but that should still be enough to secure the win.
And there's the drive. Boucher, that's tipped, and they get it back. Passes it to Green. Curry kicks to Kuminga. side, Butler. From 13, shot from 6. And it's Kuminga that time on the assist by Butler.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much. Stephen, this crowd tonight was energized by the show that you put on. What is that connection like?
Have a night like tonight where everything's clicking. Just want to embrace it, and more of a gesture of appreciation because this is a great place to play.
Yeah, it sure is, man, and you guys fed off of it. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris